in emotion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, I can make an explosion. Hey everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. So I'm just going to continue working here on Woodland Church. I have done some progress off camera. I also made a mistake. I was setting this up, this next section, ready to go, and I was intending on folding it upwards, but instead I accidentally cut the whole strip off, so it's like annoying. So hopefully I'll be able to place it back on between to keep hair and stuff off. But yeah, not much I can do about it now that it's done. I'm going to work on finishing this section. Cut out the sound. Meanwhile, for that section, sometimes I don't know, sometimes I guess I just need stuff like that sometimes. But I'm going to cut out the sound and put on something else now. I just forgot about it for a minute, because I've done others that I've removed that have had the music on, but I've done the music just because it's what I've needed at the time. So it's like, yeah, YouTube does do that a lot with it. But it's like, yeah, sometimes I find I just have to put on something that I need over, how do I explain it, over the fact that I know it's going to be monetized and know it'll probably be copyrighted due to that. Like, I can mute the sound out for that small section, but sometimes I've realised if I'm just really needing something like that to help me through something, it's like I kind of, like, I removed one of the streams that had that, but I just use the stuff regardless because it's like, it's what I need at that point. Like, I don't particularly need it right now, but I was just listening to that when I set it up and forgot to turn it off. But yeah, I did know that about YouTube and the copyright strike stuff and all of that. And monetization and all the rest. I did. But it was just what I needed before I did this to... Because I'm trying to work on myself, and whenever I feel a bit down or something, I listen to those sorts of songs to pick myself up and go, no, I can do this. I can get through. I can succeed, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I just forgot to switch it off when I started. I did, but some streams I have used the music that's ended up copyrighted, even though I can't monetize it just because that's what I need at the time. Love listening to music. Shame there's such idiots with copyright. Surely they would get more money from playing famous artists. It's weird with YouTube strange rules. What do you like listening to? It depends very much on my mood and how I'm feeling as to what I listen to. So I listen to instrumental, I listen to... It very much varies, like, listen to older style music from like the 90s and that when I grew up, and other times it's instrumental, other times it's like thunderstorm or rain sounds. Just very much varies depending on how I'm feeling. I find I don't tend to listen to heavy metal or rap or anything like that just because that doesn't work for me. Sometimes the music that I normally like gives me headaches when I'm dealing with my headaches and stuff. So it just very much varies. And what are you up to now, miss? You better behave. Oi, you behave, lady. Come on. Just trying to keep an eye on Holly because she's loose at the moment. I'm trying to teach her that when I'm doing my own thing, that it's not playtime kind of thing. It's time for her to do her own thing or rest kind of thing. But you're probably going to hear her playing with sound toys in the background. You probably will. But yeah, shame with the music and YouTube, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Like, even if they allowed it and we shared with the monetized channels, even if we shared that income with the companies, but the companies don't want to share that income with us anymore. Like, it used to be shared income, but now they don't seem to do that. You behave. They don't. The companies no longer share the income with us, they just take it all for themselves. Holly! Oi! Off! Off! Get down! Naughty! If you keep doing that, you're going in your crate. Behave! Oi! Behave! So sorry, you're probably going to deal with me controlling Holly as she be's naughty. Trying to get her to settle whilst I do stuff. Which is not always easy. She's going through rebellious misbehaviour or that mood right now. She hasn't been quite as bad today as some of the other days, but she will push the boundaries when my back's turned or when I'm trying to do something. So it's like I'm always having to try and keep a second eye in the back of my head. I am. Yeah. Hopefully Holly will tire herself out soon. Now what are you doing? Hey? Oh, you got the rope tire. Hey? I don't know, can you see her in the background? Doing a peacock diamond painting from DAC. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Can you see Holly over there under the chair? I'll see if I can get the torch from my phone on her. If I can. Can you see her just down there? She's pulled out a tire toy and is absolutely destroying the cotton part on it as per usual. Lucky they're only cheap ones from Kmart, but still, she goes through these moods where she just destroys something. She does. And let me see. I think I might have the peacock one you're talking about. If it's the same one, it might not be the same one. Is that the peacock one you've got? The Raffaello Trudeau or whatever it is. What are you doing, Missy? Hey? Hey, what are you doing? You're just destroying something and you're going to be pooping out all the cotton soon. Puppies. Next thing I'll be seeing a heap of cotton in her poop. Not the first time, won't be the last. Really, miss? Are you going through a mood tonight where you just want to destroy something? You've already made a mess for me with destroying the stick inside. That's the one. Did you get it too? Thought it was gorgeous and not too much sky. Yep, I've got it. That's why it's in my book. I'm not sure exactly whereabouts it is, but it's definitely here in my collection. And if you see the lights and stuff moving, that's Holly. She's decided she's in, because I haven't been able to do a heap of exercise with her today, so she's kind of going through those psycho puppy moods. It's not that I don't want to play with her, it's just some days I can't play with her as much as I want to, like I kicked the soccer ball a bit earlier. Yeah. I'm just going to see what she's doing quickly. today, huh? You just destroying stuff for the fun of it, huh? Mummy hasn't given you enough exercise today. Promise you Mum will take you for a walk to the park tomorrow. Hey? We're not going to be up too late and I'm going to go and do that. Good girl. Doesn't help either because I was up till like 6:30 a.m. last night because I couldn't sleep. Obviously, you know what I was working on by this. And so I was needing to sleep today as well because I just wasn't feeling the best after all of that. So I'm going to try not to push it too much tonight, but yeah, I made a mistake with because I'm going to work on the bottom bit here next. I was intending on just lifting it back and peeling it back, but what did I do? I went and cut the whole thing off. So now I'm going to have to use sticky tape or something to hold it down between things. Lucky they're only cheapish toys anyway, that she's destroying. But yeah, it's not that I don't want to do stuff with her, it's just some days I just not so well to do it, particularly when I haven't been able to sleep the night before and I crash for a long period during the day and had her out in the backyard for a bit on her own kind of thing, because I know that when she's out there on her own, she doesn't bark or worry about the people around kind of thing like Lils does. So it's kind of okay to have her out there unless someone turns up with mail or something, then she'll lose it. But you must be close to finishing it now. I've got how much? From about here up to the edge and then all along this bit. So got still a little bit left yet. Still a bit left yet. We do. Although my physio did notice the other day, like my mum hasn't seemed to notice it, but my physio noticed the improvements I've been trying to make with my crafting areas and my living areas in the kitchen kind of thing. I haven't fully gotten to my bedroom properly yet. But she noticed the changes I've been making with things, which is great. Try and make my life a little easier and be able to do my crafts and stuff easier. You are really getting stuck into that, aren't you, Holly? Couldn't you just chew a goat's horn? No, you have to destroy the toy, don't you? Hey? I am. I can't stay on because I'm going holiday shopping and going for lunch with my daughter. Fair enough. I don't know how long I'll be on tonight either, but I just thought I would try to do some. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the back of my head on Holly and what she's doing as well. Hey, not my clothes. Other day it was a sock, now it's my bra. Huh? That is not for you, thank you. Right. Gee, thank you for stealing all my stuff and blocking up the door with balls. There you go. Come on. Let's go. Here, you've done it. You've done it, Rat Bag. I should not have tipped out the toy box earlier to try and keep her entertained. Just now she's knocked down. Had some clothes that I got changed out of earlier. She knocked that down and she stole my bra. Hey! Settle! Oi! Ah! Get down! Oh! Hey! No! go in your bed. Behave. Yeah, you. Think I'm gonna put her in a bed. You gonna settle down or you gonna go in your bed? Hey? Come on. Come here. Not in Mama's spot. Move. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Settle. Good girl. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the next bit without sticking my arm to it, but we'll work it out. And the other day she stole a sock and almost swallowed a sock. You know how infamous Labradors are for their stealing of socks. So I was lucky I knew she had something. Hey! Oi! Settle! Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Down. Settle. Good girl. So it was lucky I knew she had something because I saw her with something. I asked her, Holly, no! Oh, come here. Hey, come here. Come on. Sit. Sit. Down. Down. Go on. Down. 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 Wait. Yes, you. Wait. But yeah, I knew she had something because I saw her with something. Hey, no. Hey, get back here. No. Come back here. No, I did not release you. Back here. Sit. Down. Down. Oi. Down. Down. Wait. 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 I found it trying to engulf a sock, basically. You wait. I'm trying to get her to learn to settle and behave when I'm doing things because I'm wondering if I made a mistake. When she was a puppy, I would neglect my food, I would neglect eating, I would neglect everything to keep playing with her. Just wait. And now she doesn't seem to have an off switch so easily. So I'm trying to work on her sitting calmly and stuff when I'm doing things, which she has never been able to do. And for ages upon ages, I struggle to do anything that I want to do just because she can't settle down, kind of thing. So I'm trying to work on that. I am. She might be settling finally, I'm not sure. We will wait and see. Alright, free. Good girl. Good girl. You are a good girl. You just gotta learn not to push so many boundaries. Good girl. But I'm trying to teach her now But when I'm doing my own thing, she can do her own bit of play, as long as she's not being naughty and jumping on things and getting into mischief and all of that. As long as she's not doing those sorts of things, I'm okay with her sort of going around playing with Lily or playing on her own kind of thing. But if she's getting into stuff, then I want her to know that she just has to then settle and sleep and that, because it's like, if I'm, that's the problem that I've had, because as a puppy I would just give in to her every whim. I would neglect me eating, I would neglect me being able to do my stuff, I would neglect everything to just give all the attention and stuff to her. And now as a result, she struggles to settle at all when I'm wanting to do my own things. So I'm now trying to work on teaching her to calm down and settle and just do a bit of her own thing when she is here, when I am doing my own thing, because due to that mistake I made, she is just, how do I say it, all over the place and never gives me enough time to even take my supplements. So all of that is constant backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. If I don't give her attention, she's into something or getting into mischief kind of thing. So I'm trying to teach her not to do all those things. I'm trying to teach her not to get overworked up when Lily has something she wants, and I did notice success with that tonight, because when Lily had something she wanted, she wasn't chucking a tanty about it tonight for the first time. I'm trying to teach her to settle down and not get so overly worked up about playing with Lily when Lily wants to rest and that kind of thing. So I'm trying to teach Holly all these things, and I'm not starting to notice a bit of success, but it can take a while to get her to behave and do those things. But sometimes I think I'm seeing success with the counter surfing, and then other times I think I'm not, because she just starts doing it constantly again. And it's like this morning she didn't get up and go counter surfing multiple times first thing of the morning, but then she's been doing it again this afternoon. And so it's like, I'm going to be getting someone in for 2 or maybe 3 sessions to come to the house to help me learn how to work through all those things with her. But I am noticing some improvements with the way I'm doing things, but it doesn't hurt to have a bit of advice from someone else as well, in my mind. But I'm wondering if I made mistakes when she was a puppy by neglecting my health, my food, my supplements, all of that stuff. I neglected all of that, and instead, because all Holly did was want to play, I did that. And now she just is constantly like that, and I'm trying to train her to sort of settle when I tell her to and have an off switch and that. So it'd be good to have someone come in and help me learn how to get her to do those things. Well, same with, she keeps pushing boundaries and all of that sort of stuff with doing what she shouldn't technically. It's like, the more I discipline it, like, she gradually gets it. I notice her gradually starting to get it. But it takes a lot to get her to sort of stop doing the stuff, because I can discipline who knows how many times, and then she will start doing it again kind of thing. She'll keep doing it. She'll go and do it again minute after kind of thing. And it's like, but then I guess too, a lot of it is persistence and keeping on disciplining her so that she does the right thing. But it'd be good to have some help anyway, so that I know if I'm doing things the right way or not. And so I know how to work with her in the future as well. because right now, just due to all the stuff she's doing, I'm struggling to be able to do any of my assistance dog training stuff that I need to do with obedience stuff and that at home, just because she is constantly pushing the boundaries and doing other things, other misbehaviors and all of that. So, doesn't mean that I don't love her any less and that I'm not determined to work through it with her, but not necessarily easy, particularly when you're not well. But I'm determined to succeed with it, and we'll get through it. We got through this in the past. It's just sometimes just needing that little bit of extra help to help us succeed. It is. Doesn't mean it's easy, particularly when I'm not feeling the best, but just gotta keep trying. Do the best you can regardless. Which is what I keep doing, and that's about all that I can do. Just keep working through things and trying regardless of how I feel, and just do the best I can at the end of the day. If I do the best I can, then at least I still achieved something, and that's better than nothing. And it's a reason to be proud of myself that I've still gotten up out of bed, I've gotten Holly out of the crate, or I've let her outside whilst I've had to go back to bed kind of thing. Because that's what I'll do some days, some days I just really need to go back and rest, but I don't want to leave Holly stuck in the crate, so I put Holly outside. All of that, but I kind of look at it and think, well, it does kind of cause a bit more of the misbehavior stuff just because I'm not well, and Holly sometimes seems to do that because she doesn't know how to alert me to all of the stuff properly yet. And we need to work on getting those samples and stuff for that sometime. We'll need to start those things back up again. And me not being able to do as much activity with her as I would like to, I know that doesn't always help either when I can't take her for a walk and all the rest either. But I just look at it that I've got to try and just do my best that I can on that day. And even if it's just 10 or so minutes of activity, then it's better than nothing. But she's still a puppy, so of course she's also got bundles of energy left to get out kind of thing. And the days when I struggle to do stuff, obviously she's going to have extra energy. And that extra energy can then go into being naughty as well, so. But I just work with it as it comes and try to just do the best I can. I do. I just try to do the best I can at the end of the day. It's about all I can do. Okay. It's not easy trying to train a puppy well, let alone a pet dog. Well, pet dog is hard enough, but an assistance dog, with the getting on top of behaviours and all of that sort of stuff, an assistance dog training is twice as hard as training a pet dog, in my opinion. But I never got to train Lily properly anyway, so Lily has her moments where she just chooses to ignore me for no reason, and particularly when she's barking at the neighbours and doing what she knows she shouldn't, and she still does it anyway just because of her insecurities with the neighbours and the school kids and her fears. My mum reckons it's just her being protective of the house, but I'm certain it's not being protective, it's actually her, how do I say it, her being scared and all of the rest. My blood pressure's 146/86. But I'm certain that it's more her being scared than anything, except for when there is danger, Lils will sometimes step up, but not regularly. But I'm certain that a lot of it is not like what my mum thinks, but is instead just Lily being scared of things, and as a result she gets defensive and protective against those people and starts incessantly barking at the neighbours' kids and all of that sort of stuff. And it's like, I'm now starting to try and notice when someone's there, but if I put her out and then the neighbours decide to go out after that, she loses it at them anyway. So it's like, it's hard to avoid it happening kind of thing. That's like, last thing I want is a complaint coming in against her or whatever, but it's like, really hard when they've got those fears to stop them doing it. It's like, I've tried ignoring her, I've tried using, like, now it's saying I've got the irregular heartbeat thing again, which I thought because of the way my chest is hurting. But I've also tried, like, stern discipline when she has been barking at them. I've tried, and she'll ignore that. And then I've tried, like, a harsher sort of snap. I've tried growling at her. I've tried kind. I've tried being nice and that, and Lily still keeps doing it just because she's so insecure and timid. Like, I can't even take Lily for walks anywhere because she is so scared that I'm worried she will snap or do something at people, and she tries to spend every single corner that could lead back to the house on the way home. She keeps trying to turn every turn of those, and she's got her towel tucked right in all the time. She's just not happy anywhere out of this house. And on the back of the school, and when the neighbours' kids and that are out playing, Lils will just get hackles raised and really barky and growling at them and all of that sort of stuff. All because of whatever happened to her as a puppy. She used to be really happy-go-lucky puppy, everybody's friend, blah blah blah. Whatever happened to her as a pup when you came home to all the fences down and her still here. I can only think that Meter Man was there reading. Holly was going through an escape phase. Got out, went to greet the Meter Man. Meter Man gave her a good booting because she's even worse with men than women. And the kids are like, she's just like the neighbour's dog also has a go at the kids that go alongside the fence and all of that. But Lily's only in the backyard, not the front yard. But she's got more guts now since Holly came, but... And she'll try to walk down the front driveway and that, but she still gets scared if someone comes into the place or all of that. So it's like, really... I don't know how to explain it. I haven't found an effective method of getting her to stop doing that and stop feeling so insecure. I've tried heap of different methods, working with her at home, tried working with her, maintaining my calm and composure and reassuring her and all of that sort of stuff, and not pushing her to do something that she doesn't want to and all the rest. But I just haven't been able to help her, and I don't have the funds to go to a professional. Only reason I'm able to go to the professionals with Holly at this point is due to my funding. So it's kind of hard because I feel bad and like I'm not a very good pet mother because I can't help Lily through this. I can't stop it from happening. She goes out to my mum and she's not so much like this. Out at my mum's, but my mum's was sort of where the event or the issue didn't happen kind of thing. Like I wish I could help her through it more and that, but I can only do what I can do, and I can only try and control things. Like regularly Lily will want to go out there now when she hears the school kids playing in their basketball court or the neighbours' kids out, and all she'd do, I used to fall for it, and I used to just let her out there and she'd just go out there and bark and growl at them. And no matter how much I yelled at her or how much I sternly tried to ask her to come or how much I tried to ignore her or nicely ask her to come, she just kept ignoring me because she didn't grow up having that training and that discipline. And so she just chooses to deliberately ignore me, and it's the same for other people. And so I'm trying not to let that happen with Holly kind of thing and all of that, but it's, as I said, I feel bad as a pet mother because I can't help Lily through all of this. I can't get her over it, and it's like I don't want someone putting in a complaint against her because she just won't stop barking at the neighbours or the other kids. And I'm just trying to do the best I can. I don't take her out for walks or anything because she's just scared the whole time. She doesn't like it. I'm worried about something because of how she acts towards the neighbours' kids. And then I'm worried if a kid or something ran up and tried to approach her that I wasn't aware of and went to pat her, that Lily could snap at them, which is not what I want either. It's like not every kid or every parent asks permission to approach a dog kind of thing. Like they should know to do that, but not every parent teaches their kids that or all the rest. So it's like, for Lily's sake and for others' safety, because I haven't been able to help her like I want to, I just feel it's best to just keep her at home kind of thing. I wish I could take her out and that, and I've tried in the past taking her out and working with her and working with her and working with her and working on the reactivity and stuff. And it's like, I know if I could afford to get help from official trainers and that, it would possibly work out better, but I can't afford to do that. And like, I'm concerned when these trainers come to the house to help Holly, I'm just going to have to lock Lily in the crate because I'm not sure how she will react to random people being here either. And it's like, she is not necessarily welcoming of people into this house space. Like, she's better than she was, thanks to Holly, and once she gets used to someone, she's okay with them, like my physio and that. She'll come out for them now, as long as someone ignores her. But it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I always have to be really careful and that with her around other people because I don't know what to do. I've tried in the past, and it was lucky that she didn't do anything, but like when I used to do photography stuff and I had models here, I told them not to touch Lily, just to let her come out on her own or approach them on her own. Come in and I find them leaning into her crate trying to pat her. It's like, oh. And I don't think I said anything at the time, but I probably really should have. But I feel really guilty that I can't help Lily through it more, that I can't get her to feel secure enough that she doesn't feel the need to go off at the neighbours all the time and that. Like, Holly goes out there and she won't bark at all, like, only if she's really not sure of something. Then she'll bark, or if she feels there's danger or something like that, then she'll bark, or if someone turns up at the house, which we're working on, but then she'll bark. But then it's like, she's not like that any other time. And Holly, when she does bark when people arrive, it's mostly tail wagging and happy. Barks because she's excited to see someone. Lily, it's a really, my mum reckons that she's just being protective, but even another dog trainer who saw her said the same, because she wasn't here to work with Lily and I didn't have the funds to do that. But she said she is really scared, really timid kind of thing. And that is what I'm certain is happening with the school kids and with the neighbours' kids and all the rest. But I just don't know how else to help her. And so I try and manage it, and when she does bark, try to get her to cease barking and that, but she just refuses to listen to me when she gets in that state. And so it's really hard to get her attention without physically yelling. And I hate having to do things that way. I was worried about, that's why I've been working so hard on keeping Holly from being whacked by my mum and that, because I don't, like, I'm certain that someone turned up at the house and probably gave her a beating because she was really scared and her personality basically changed overnight. My mum reckons, oh, it could be to do with your personality and your timidness and that too. But I don't think it's just that. I think it's more than that. But like the trainer said the other day, I've got to keep Mum from hitting Holly, because if she starts getting reactive in that, there goes her vest. She is not going to be an assistance dog. And I'm wondering if someone just really beat Lily up, and that's why she's like that towards the neighbours' kids and towards any people that turn up and all the rest. And I feel bad that I can't properly help her through it either. And I've tried so many things and tried working through so many things, and yeah, not had any luck. I worry about someone putting in a complaint against her and then having to deal with all of that because I wouldn't have the money to get her debarked, and I don't want to get rid of her either. No one else would be able to take her on, and I don't want to just send her out to my mum's because she's done so much for me. I always feel so guilty that I haven't been able to help her like I wish I could. Like, even my mum noticed that because she just didn't have the training, she just chooses to ignore you and will do what she wants. Like, she'll look at you and that, but then she won't come, and she'll choose to ignore you and all the rest with Lily. And so yeah, it's kind of tricky, and she just gets so uppity and defensive and scared and all of that with the neighbours' kids out or school kids out, that she will just carry on and on and on and ignore me at all costs kind of thing. Sometimes I have to physically go and just get a hold of her collar and lead her inside because she just won't stop because of how scared she is about things. I just wish I could help her more because I love Lily more than anything and I love Holly more than anything. And they're both my girls and they both mean so much to me. I sometimes feel like a really bad pet mother because I just can't help Lily like I want to. Because she has these issues and I just don't seem to be able to fully break through no matter what I try. Now. Yes, maybe working with a trainer or whatever could help, but I don't have the funds to do so, so that makes it tricky too. And even if I did have the funds to do so, I know things like that take many months to work through. And like I've tried working through things based on what people have suggested, but it hasn't helped as much as I was hoping to. Unfortunately, but just got to keep trying and just be the best that mum I can be, I guess, and just try to work with her as she is. Doesn't mean I don't feel like a bad pet mother though because I haven't been able to help her. At the end of the day, you can only do the best you can. Can? Only do the best you can at the end of the day. I keep telling myself, even though I feel like I'm not the best pet mother because I can't help her, at least I'm not like those people that just ditch the dog because of their issues. At least I haven't done that to her because she means too much to me. At least I haven't gone ditching her where because she would not be adoptable or anything, should just be put down. So at least I've still given her the best life she can have regardless. Because she's gotten me through a lot. And I had no intentions of getting rid of her regardless of what she's like or what's happening for her or all of that. And I'm basically going to keep it till she dies because I don't feel like they deserve to just be thrown away because of some issues that are happening with them. I may feel guilty or bad because I haven't been able to help her like I want and because I don't have the funds to help her like I want. Because obviously Holly's funding for her assistance dog stuff can't be used to help Lily. Because that's not what they're allocated for. But at least I'm not just throwing her away at the end of the day. And I have every intention of keeping her here till the time comes that she's no longer here and just give her the best life I can. Because that's better than just sending her away from the place that she's known for so long and all of that, and she just means too much to me to just throw her away like that. I couldn't do it. But yes, sorry, I didn't mean to go into all of that. It's just things I've been thinking about a lot and all of the rest. And then I feel bad too because I kind of get cranky and all of that because I'm not sure what to do to help them and all of the rest. And it's like, it's just, none of it's easy. So I just keep trying the best I can. She may have her issues and stuff like that. But I'm doing the best I can to keep other people, like she doesn't have issues with other dogs. It's just people. But I'm doing the best I can to keep her safe, other people safe. I'm doing the best I can to control the situation. And I'm just trying to do the best I can for Lily to have the best life she can till I guess she's no longer here, kind of thing. Because she means too much to me to just go and throw her away. And I know there are people out there that do that when their dogs when they don't know how else to help their dog. And yes, maybe we could get more improvements if we're able to get help in with that, but right now I can't afford it, and I don't have the time to try and focus. Like, I guess I could do that if I wasn't doing anything else that I enjoyed or whatever. I guess I could do the 2 dogs at once, but it's like, yeah. I can only do the best I can. And I may feel guilty about it all. I may feel guilty about whatever happened to her, and I don't know exactly what did happen. I can only guess. I can just do my best to keep her and others safe, and like she'll retreat into her crate when she's not comfortable, when other people are here and all of that. And then I just shut the door sometimes. And that's sort of her safe spot. And it means that I guess it's also keeping others from pushing her to where she might snap or something just due to whatever's happened to her. So I just do everything I can to keep her safe, to keep others safe. And just give her the best life I can meanwhile. Till she's no longer here with me. And I'll be devastated when that's the case, but yeah. All I can do is just keep trying my best at the end of the day. It's the best I can do. And yes. But yeah. Do you have any pets, Lauren, or can I ask what would you do in that situation, like what I'm going with Lily? Would you keep the dog regardless and just try to give it the best life possible at the end of the day, regardless of what it is? Would you be the type of person that would go and hand it into a pound or somewhere that could be put down, for it to be put down even after it's known nothing else but you and your mum and that for 9 years? Like, I believe that I'm doing the right thing by her and all of that, but I'm just curious, how would you deal with it? would you be the same as me, and regardless of it, just keep her and give her the best life and keep her and others safe from each other kind of thing, and just try to make her feel as happy and comfortable and that as possible till she's no longer around? She means so much to me, and I wouldn't just throw her away. I've always told her, you and me will be together till the end kind of thing. And I fully intend on keeping that promise to her. And like, I believe I'm making the right choice, but I always feel guilty when I just can't help her through how she's feeling and all the rest. Oops, have I done the wrong colour? I might have done the wrong colour. Oh, I did put some on the wrong colour. That's what happens when you're distracted. I don't have a dog, but I'd probably keep the dog, as I would have a bond with it. If she keeps you happy, I think you should keep her, but if she doesn't, you need to give her up to be happy. She's always made me happy. She's gotten me through so much in the 9 years I've had her. She means everything to me. I just feel so guilty I can't help her more. I just want to be able to help her at the end of the day. And I can't help her. All I want at the end of the day is to be able to help her. And she's always made me happy. She's one of my heart dogs kind of thing. She means everything to me. And there is no way, if I gave her up anyway, people wouldn't be able to keep her. She would be put down just because of how she is. And I couldn't do that to her because she means too much to me. I just feel like a really bad mother because I couldn't protect her from that. Not like I've been protecting Holly and that. But I couldn't do that for Lily. Because I wasn't here. And I feel like an awful mother that I can't help her through it more. That's affected her for life. And I will always keep her and have her here with me. I should have been able to help her. I should have left her inside in a crate that day or something instead of in the backyard. And this wouldn't have happened to her. And I feel at fault for what happened to her. But I couldn't keep her safe. And I know I now can't help her through that as much as I want to. Does that make sense, Lauren? It's not anything about getting rid of her. It's just Me feeling so awful because I could not keep her safe. Me feeling awful because I now can't help her through it all. I've tried so much to try and help her feel better and safer and more comfortable. None of it's helped. I feel bad because I can't afford to get someone in to try and help her through things. Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense. Learn. Every now and then I just go through a whole guilt trip about that when Lily is struggling with the neighbours and all of that. I go through the whole guilt trip that I couldn't keep her safe. Not like I've done for Holly. It's not your fault that she was hurt, it's the attacker. Do the neighbours understand about your dogs? They don't speak to us, so I've never been able to explain it. I've never been able to explain why she does that. Like, my mum's just said to them at times, oh, she doesn't like you much. Like, I would have thought it would have been better to explain to them about what's happened to her and why that happens, so they can understand. It's like I don't take her out up the street or anything anywhere because I don't believe it's what's best for her or for others. I'm all about keeping her and others safe because she's not, obviously not secure or happy doing that. She's only happy at home, so that's where I keep her, is where she feels safe. Like, I've tried many times over the years working with her and trying to take her up the street and that, and she has never ended up feeling more comfortable about it or happy about it or any of that. So it's sort of like I ended up realizing that it's just best to just keep her where she feels happy and comfortable for the rest of her days, because she's gotten me through a lot over the 9 years before I got Holly. Like, she's 10 years old now, and I've had her since she was a puppy. I always go through these periods where I just feel guilty because I wasn't there to help her. And now, because of that fear, it's affected her for the rest of her life. And I haven't been able to help her through it. because I was worrying about all that stuff, I've gone and stuck the drills in the wrong spots. Drills. And as a result, I'm peeling off some of the glue. And scratching some of the drills slightly. Like a big part when I got Holly, I was determined not to have that same thing happen to her that with whatever happened to Lily or how Lily was affected. I was determined not to have that happen to Holly. And I'm still determined to make sure that she gets through things without going through whatever Lily's gone through. Yeah. I now realise, I wonder if that's why I've been so upset with my mum about some of the stuff she's done, because I don't want Holly to end up with the same issues Lily has, and I'm determined not to have her not for her to not have to go through any of that. I would have saved myself a lot of time if I hadn't been so distracted. I guess what I was asking you, Lauren, was if you had a dog and it had been abused by someone else and as a result caused issues for the dog going forwards, you couldn't afford to help it any other way than just by keeping it feeling safe and happy and all the rest. Would you, I guess what I was wondering was, would you keep the dog in that circumstance if you know that it wouldn't, if you know that you're the only person that it feels safe with and all the rest? If you know that, would you keep the dog regardless of what it's been through? Because I believe that I'm doing the best thing for Lily by keeping her here. It's just, yeah, doesn't stop me from feeling guilt at times. I'd never get rid of a pet, their family. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Emma. Doesn't stop me from feeling upset and guilty about what happened to her, though. And that I can't sort of help her through it like I would like to. But I've been determined to keep Holly from having to go through that same sort of thing. I've been determined that she won't have to go through that. Okay, got them all, I think. Well, that colour did kind of fit there, so I probably could have gotten away and left it like that, but oh well. I'd keep the dog or send it to a charity shelter just so I know it's cared for if I was unable. That's the thing though, with Lily, she wouldn't be able to go to a charity shelter. They would just put her down because of how bad her issues are. That is why I couldn't do that to her. I've always told her we'll always be together ever since that happened. Because I know if I tried sending her somewhere to be able to help her, that they would just put her down because she wouldn't be rehomeable or anything like that. She wouldn't be. So I believe I'm doing what's best for her, keeping her here and all the rest. Because I know that there is nowhere that she would find a new home or even be considered suitable for a new home. Not with the way she acts towards kids and other people and all of that. It's due to what's happened to her. Even my hamsters are part of our family. That's nice, Emma. But I know Lily would not be considered rehomeable. She would be put down. And I couldn't do that to her. She kind of feels comfortable with my mum, a bit with my friend after he left, a bit with my physio. Like she warms up a bit to people as they go, as she gets used to them, but she would not be considered a rehomeable dog. She's just too timid and scared. And she feels comfortable with so few people, and it's like I couldn't do that to her. I just wish I'd been able to keep her safe like I have been with Holly. I wish that I'd decided to leave her inside that day rather than out loose in the backyard. As if she hadn't have been going through an escape phase, and if she hadn't have been possibly running to greet someone or whatever, none of it would have happened. But I guess what's done is done. There's nothing I can do about it now, except I can try and make sure that no other dogs have that happen to them in the future. Like now, whenever I leave home and I don't take the dogs with me, Lily stays inside and Holly stays inside in her crate. so that I know nothing will happen to them. Very green. guess just in a lot of ways I wish I could have kept Lily safe like I've been keeping Holly safe. Oops. Try to blow the stuff off there. It blows where it shouldn't. That does kind of fit better than a mauve, but the mauve could have worked there anyway. But then I don't know if I need it elsewhere, so. Just looked her up too, Emma. It looks like Maxine Puzzle Queen hasn't done anything for a good 6 months. Just looked her up and out of interest. Oh, she's busy with the new business. Yeah, fair enough. I hate my reasons for not being able to do things with my health issues. I hate that that stops me from being able to do the things that I love. At times, tossing up on whether I felt up to doing a live stream or not tonight. And I decided to just attempt to do a bit of something. But I don't think I'm going to move on to the... I made a mistake sectioning this section. I was intending to fold it up and that when it came to doing the next section, but what did I do? I went and cut it off with the scissors. So now I'm going to have to stick it back down with sticky tape or something each time after I finish to keep the plastic on it to keep the hair off it from the dogs. So annoying I made that mistake, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now. I go to put them away and I haven't even finished it all. That colour. I wish my health didn't interfere with what I love to do in life. But I've just got to keep trying to work on making things better and learning how to be able to do things. I can't just give up because of it. I've got to keep going. I've got another major surgery in 30 days. They're always taking bits out and putting new bits in. What's that for? To do with your kidney thing or something else? I'm kind of glad I'm through the surgeries for now because it was making my health worse, having to keep doing more and more surgeries, more anesthesia, more of all the rest. I'm glad I'm through with those for now. I'm just trying to do all I can to avoid having to have any more surgeries. I just wish that wasn't the reason that I kept having my YouTube channel and stuff affected and not being able to put out content and all the rest. I wish my health stuff wasn't the reason for it. I know it's a valid reason, but I still feel like it's not good enough. I should still be able to do stuff. I should still be able to keep it up and all the rest. My kidney transplant is working brilliantly. It's bad arthritis that's being fixed. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So like hip replacement or joint replacement kind of thing. Yeah. So I will be honest, Holly has helped a lot with my capacity to do more, but it's still not easy and I still don't like it when I can't do much in the way of the live streams, or I haven't even gotten to starting to try and edit anything yet. Or to even record anything to edit in that matter. I haven't gotten to all the, like I've been trying to do what I can, the training with the Holly's training, but some things I haven't been able to start just due to some of her current behaviours and stuff, but yeah. They're going to take bone from my heel and put it in my foot joints. Oh, okay, so fusion kind of thing. Yeah. I'm lucky I avoided that. But I've got hardware in my ankles holding my ankle upright. So my ankle would not be stable if I didn't have all the hardware holding it in place. sorry to hear you have to have another that surgery. I hope it helps in the long run. Yeah, I hope it does too, Emma. I just sometimes feel like it's not good enough that I can't just keep putting up the content and stuff like I want to. And it just feels like I'm not doing enough, or I'm letting the subscribers down, and that I'm not able to grow my channel because I'm not getting content up as much as I want and all the rest. And even now I feel like, because I still haven't been able to do a heap of the puzzle stuff and that yet, that I'm letting people down that want that content, or people that want the colouring content, or all of that. And it's like, I realise there's only so much I can do, particularly with all of Holly's training and how much time and effort goes into that and how exhausting that is on my health. But it's just, sometimes I wish I could do better. Particularly when people ask me to get back to those things, and it's like, and then I don't get back to it for quite a while, and then it's like, oh, I just feel like I'm letting all of you down. Because I know you enjoy my content and all the rest, but I've just got to keep believing that one day I'll get back to being able to do all of that amount of content again and work around it with my health. But I've really started learning lately how to work around my health issues, and that's so I don't just push myself overboard where then I'm sick for weeks on end and then I really can't do anything. So at least I've started learning my limitations and that more, so that I'm not ending up completely incapacitated for weeks on end now. Like, that's why I've had a couple of days where I haven't really done a lot, as you probably noticed with the live stream. Because at the moment, live stream's the main thing I can do, and the other days I just haven't felt well enough to do any of the off-camera stuff, and that all I've done is either rest in bed or watch movies or try and do things with the dogs like I need to. Because I haven't been well enough to do it, and I've started learning if I push my body when I'm at that point like I used to, then I'm going to not be able to do things for weeks at a time, which is not what I want. So at least I've started learning that, I guess. At least I have. I guess it's better that I'm starting to learn my limitations and just do things as I'm able to, rather than trying to push myself overboard with it and then ending up unable to, just being completely incapacitated and unable to do things for even a longer period of time. But I always feel like I'm letting down the subscribers, and that, particularly when you're all asking about certain content coming back and all the rest, and it's like, I just feel guilty about it a bit. Feel guilty, and, well, not so much guilty, but more upset that my health is stopping me from being able to do things and share things and help you all and all the rest. But I've just got to keep believing and keep working on things, and believing that eventually I'll get back to that point. And as you all know, Holly's training is a huge priority right now anyway, so that's another reason why I'm not getting a lot, because I'm using all my energy on that. Which is a good thing at the same time, because it's allowing me to have a life and do things that I couldn't do in the past, so. But yeah. I just feel like I should say sorry to all of you that I can't do content at this point like I used to. And I do feel bad about that a lot of the time and wish that I could do more content like that again. But I guess just a thing to keep working towards. So I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry that I can't do all the puzzles like I wanted to, Lauren and Emma, and I know you all miss the puzzles and my other stuff, and I'm so sorry that I can't do those things so easily these days. I want to, and I miss doing them. It's just not an easy thing for me at this point. And I feel really bad about that, because I know there's a lot of people here on my channel, and every time I have to switch the type of craft or whatever I do for a bit till the goal is always to get back to the others, I always lose a heap of subscribers just because of the fact that I'm not able to keep up the content that they subscribe for. And it's always so disappointing, because I want to be able to keep up that content as well. I'm just doing my makeup, go shopping. Getting nice. Hope you enjoy. I was just basically apologising for not being able to do things like I used to. I still hope one day I can get back to doing more of those sorts of things again. But it's just so disappointing that every time I can't, or I struggle to keep up that content because of my health stuff. It is so disappointing seeing the amount of subscribers and stuff that I lose just because I can't keep up that content so much. And it's not that I don't want to do that content, I do. And I still have every intention of getting back to that stuff. It's just not easy for me to do anymore. And it's just trying to work out the right way to do things. I'm going to keep trying to work on that. I told my physio about stuff with the puzzles and that the other day, because she was mentioning about how some people with Ehlers-Danlos have troubles with standing long periods and walking long periods, and I had to explain to her, well, I've started having that issue a lot lately, where I can no longer stand for long periods doing my puzzles, and obviously got all the gut stuff and that as well. But it's like, some people have said I'm not as bad as others because I've found the right care and stuff to help me through things like stabilizing my ankles and stuff like that. But it's like, I know I'm not as bad as some others with that. Like, I was on death's doorstep, but Holly has literally saved my life with all of that. But it's like, I literally struggle to stand in that, and I told my physio that and how much pain it leaves me in and all the rest. And she said, well, as the weather sorts out and that a bit again and that, we'll get back to the pool, we'll start working on building up your strength and all of that sort of capacity more, just to try and help me be able to do it again. But also, like, I didn't admit this to someone till recently because of all the stuff that's been happening in the support work I've been talking to, but I never admitted to anyone just how, till I got Holly, how I'd been hiding my real personality. I'd been hiding who I am. I'd been not being true to myself. I'd just been trying to be who others wanted me to be, or who I thought others wanted me to be, or do what others wanted me to do, so on and so forth. And as a result, I haven't been happy in life for a long time. You didn't have to apologise. When you're ready, you're ready. It's your channel, you decide what you do. Well, I have every intention that I want to get back to those things. It's just being able to. It is. Just being able to get back to those things. It's like this support worker and that, I must have hit it well enough, because I used to work with her and that, and she didn't even realise. Like, she was asking me, are you sure that you just were, I can't remember what it was, but it's kind of like, are you sure that you're just trying to please others? Are you sure that you weren't just doing something else, not just trying to please others or be who others were or whatever? It's like, no, I was always trying to people please. I was always trying to do what I thought others wanted me to do. I was always stressing and worrying about what others thought, what others said. I went through periods where I just wanted to vanish. I didn't want to live life anymore. I basically wanted to die. And since getting Holly, all of that has stopped. Well, I don't think of it that way anymore. I don't want to not be here anymore, and that because I've got Holly and Lily now. But I was so miserable because I kept feeling like I had to try and do what others wanted me to do, but also I didn't feel like I could be myself. I felt ashamed of myself. I felt bad about myself. I didn't feel like I was good enough or that I was worth being part of the world. I used to beat myself up till I had a huge bruise and couldn't use my arm properly for a week or more. Or because I felt I deserved to be punished because I upset someone. Since getting Holly, that stuff has stopped. But all I've done all this time, like, I'm finally starting to find myself and what I want to be and what I want to do in my life, and all of that has started thanks to Holly. I no longer feel like I want to vanish or that I don't want to be part of the world anymore because of Holly. Because she's given me a chance to find myself and what I want to do and what I want to be in my life. And what I want to do with my YouTube stuff and my art stuff and my diamond painting and my colouring and puzzles and those kinds of things on YouTube, and work with Holly also, and being able to do some individual travel and all of that, which my mum keeps trying to talk me out of individual travel because she doesn't want me to do it. She reckons it's too unsafe. All the rest. It's like I now have different beliefs and opinions because I'm no longer just trying to do what I thought others wanted me to do or how others wanted me to be. And all of that came because of Holly. It's like, and I get upset with myself because I can no longer just do what I want to every day, kind of thing. I can no longer get up and do my art and do some video recording and do a bit of chores and do this and do that and then go to bed at night and obviously do some stuff with the dogs and all of that. I can no longer just go and do that. I have to physically try and look at what my health, feel what my health's doing and all the rest, and work through how I'm feeling as to what I do, because I've started learning if I push myself and start trying to learn my limits, because I've learned if I push myself past my limits then I'm out for a lot longer than if I take a couple of days rest and then come back to something. Take 2 or 3 days rest and then come back to it. But if I keep trying to push through that like I used to, then I just wipe myself out for months, for weeks to months. And then I really achieve nothing. And I feel embarrassed admitting how much I didn't want to be part of this world, because I was hiding it from everyone. I just felt like I always had to be who others wanted me to be. And I get upset because, unlike in the past where I could just easily do all of this stuff, it's no longer easy to do it like it used to. It's like I feel grateful that I'm not as bad as some people out there, but it's not easy. Apparently some people with EDS get away without all the stomach and gut issues and all of that. They just have the hypermobility. It's like I wish that was all that I had. But it's not. But then it's like the support worker said, she works with other girls with the same disability, and I'm not nearly as bad as them because I found the right care, because I found people that helped me to fix my ankles and all of that with the surgeries and that sort of thing. So I got lucky in that aspect, because not every doctor is going to try and help someone, and I had a lot of difficulty finding people to help me too. But I'm only just starting to admit to people how much I really wasn't happy, how much I was just trying to be who I thought others wanted me to be. How things are now changing thanks to having Holly and all the rest. Still not easy, but at least I'm no longer feeling like I don't want to be part of the world and all the rest, thanks to having Holly here with me. Holly has changed my whole perspective on life and helped me start finding myself, who I am, my beliefs, my thoughts, my opinions, what I want to do with my life. She's put me on a whole path with, I know not everyone believes in God, but she's put me on a whole path with God and helping me to find myself, what I'm meant to do in life, and helping me to find my confidence and self-esteem and the ability to believe in myself and my decisions and all the rest. I didn't have any of that before because I just felt like I had to be who and what everyone else wanted me to be. I was always worrying about what was going on or happening on this channel, and I'm still working on moving past that stuff because recently I've just started letting all this stuff out because it's like the professor said, if you don't go and let this stuff out, it'll keep dragging you down and holding on to it, and you won't be able to live a happy and fulfilling life because it keeps sucking you down. That's what it was doing, and recently I started letting all that stuff go and letting that stuff out, and it helps. It's allowed me to get that shield working effectively for things, and I've never had success with those things before just because I've always struggled because I wasn't ready to let things go. I wasn't ready to shove things out of my head to start working on trying to move forwards with my life and who I wanted to be. I didn't know how to do any of that. And since getting Holly, all of that has changed. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just everything has started changing for the better in a lot of ways lately, and it's just, I'm grateful and happy about it, and like I've still got a lot of learning to go on that, but it's like I never admitted this stuff to people before. I always just hid it, kind of thing. People just thought that I was happy that I was able to cope in social situations and that because I hid things. It's like no one really knew that was what I was going through because I didn't tell anyone, I guess, either. Till I got Holly, I didn't realize how unhappy and miserable I was in my life. And like I had Lily and everything, and Lily helped. But yeah, I just didn't realize how much I was not coping and all the rest. Feels embarrassing even now to admit to all of you just how much I didn't want to be here in life and all of that. Because I feel embarrassed that I felt that way. Holly has given me a life I never thought that I would have. I never thought that I would have the chances I now have in life. I never did. Hey girls. Yeah. It's like I felt like I finally had to admit that to someone because people thought, and it's like, I don't intend to just put blame on people or whatever, but it's like I don't know how to talk about things or bring things up or all the rest, and so it seems like that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting blame out on people, but it's like that's not what I'm intending. I just don't know how to say or put things in the right way. It's like I used to have really frequently just have thoughts that I just want to vanish. I don't want to be here in life. But people would be better off without me. I don't deserve to be in this world. All of that sort of stuff, which I just used to have those constant thoughts all the time. And I didn't believe that I deserved to be here. I didn't believe that I deserved to be treated well. I didn't believe in myself as well. I just didn't feel like I was worth anything. It's embarrassing admitting that to others, but it's like, and this is the spot. See, I meant to peel it up that way, but instead I cut it off, so I'm gonna have to try not to stick my hand on it whilst I'm working on it. But it's embarrassing to admit now just how much I did feel all that way. It's like I feel like so much these days that people just don't understand me and who I am and all of that, because people thought that I was one person because I was, I guess, fake it till you make it. I literally was. I was faking it till I made it. And so people thought that I was fine, people thought I was coping, all of that sort of stuff. But I wasn't. People thought that I was happy. I wasn't. I was just trying to be who I thought others wanted me to be and trying to act how I thought they wanted me to act. And I don't know why I'm opening up about all this stuff and telling people on here, but I guess I want other people to know my story so that hopefully this can help them as well. Hopefully this can help others to feel better about themselves and about their life, and like, you know, just a problem or an issue, or they don't just have to hide or try and be someone they're not because that's who they feel like they have to be. I guess I want others to know that I understand if anyone ever wants to talk. And I feel kind of ashamed that I've always felt that way about myself, that I've always felt embarrassed of myself and my disabilities. I never felt like I was good enough. All the rest. It's like I never knew how badly depressed and stuff I was because my mum always thought that it was a bad thing to admit that and all the rest, and so I felt like it was a bad thing to admit that I was that bad, that I was that miserable in my life and all the rest, and so I felt like I shouldn't say things, I shouldn't ask for help or whatever, because obviously it's not going to be a good thing if I tell people, just because of the way I was always told that that sort of thing would be treated or whatever if I did admit to it, or if I did, so I just hid it all. I felt ashamed of myself for it all. Like my mum always said, if I admitted it to someone, they'd just throw me on medication and that's it. Now I know that's not just what happens. But it's like, yeah. was just trying to flatten out the plastic a bit and get out things ready for next time. Oh, that's right, I just took the wax out of there anyway, so I can leave it out till next time. I feel embarrassed finally sharing all this stuff out loud, but I guess I want others to know that I understand, and if anyone ever is going through all of that or feels like they need help, they can just let me know and we can private message and talk. And I can try and help people through it. Because I don't want other people to suffer the way I've suffered. I don't. Alright. That's set out there ready. I finished the blue area as well, as you can see going by this. I finished all that upper blue area as well, so. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to look at heading to bed rather than starting another lot. I hope everyone has a good evening anyway. And yeah, I hope no one thinks worse of me or whatever for admitting all that stuff. Hope no one does. Hope you don't think worse of me for admitting about all the stuff and how I felt. Hey, settle. Settle. Calm down. Calm down. I know there were druggies around last night. You settle. Tail wagging bark again. You settle. No, you're not going anywhere. Settle. Calm down. Hey? Calm. Settle. Oh, you want to get to Lils. Okay. Good girl, Lils. But yeah. I hope no one on here thinks worse of me for admitting all this stuff anyway. I just wanted to be able to help others through that sort of stuff as well. I hope no one on here does. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this bit of a live stream anyway. I'm going to end here and go to bed rather than starting this next section because this one's even larger than some of the others. Because I made the mistake, instead of peeling it back, I cut it all off. So now I'm probably going to have to use sticky tape or something to hold it on each time I finish. Once I start adding drills, that's why I decided rather than starting tonight, I would just leave it how it is kind of thing. Since I made that mistake. But yeah, I really hope everyone has a great evening anyway and a good day. And yeah, what are you trying to steal now, miss? Hey? You trying to steal a blankie, huh? Can't eat the blankie or destroy the blankie. Yeah. I hope you all have a great day anyway. Yeah. I will see you next time. Maybe I'll try live streaming tomorrow night, depending on how I feel. But yeah, I hope you all have a good day anyway. I'm happy to get that water section done though. And yeah, I will talk to you all later, I'm sure. So I hope you all have a good day. / evening. Wherever you are. What you doing? Hey? And yeah, I will talk to you later. I know I shouldn't be worried about what others think right now, but admitting that stuff is a big thing for me with starting to move forwards with my life, and it's a big thing to admit that that's just how I've been feeling. And lovely seeing you again. Have a lovely evening. Bye. Canvas looks stunning. Thank you, Lauren. I will. It's just I guess I'm just worried what others might think because it's such a big thing letting that stuff out and working on moving forwards from it. Ollie, no, you know the rules. Come on. Come on, you just messed up Lil's bed. Now I have to neaten it. Yeah. It's been lovely seeing you again too, Lauren, and I hope this doesn't affect your thoughts on me or all of that. Same for others. It's just such a big thing for me to need to tell people now because, yeah, I need to get it out to be able to move forwards, and hopefully I can help others through telling people that I've been through all of that as well. And it's not easy to start letting things out and moving forwards and all the rest, but there comes a time when, as the professor said, you've got to do it, because if you don't, then... Oh, you're just getting a piece of cardboard out, okay. If you don't do it, then you're not going to be able to live a happy and fulfilling life. You're going to keep having those things affect you for the rest of your life. And you've got to try and forgive those that did that stuff, did the bad stuff to you as well, and move forwards from that as well. Because that's the only way to move forwards and have a good life. So yeah. Holly's destroying a piece of cardboard. No, not at all. You can always count on us to get all your feelings out without judgment. Thank you, Lauren. That means a lot. It's just, I've just been starting to, like the professor told me months ago, I need to work through my past and my history and that to be able to move forwards and that, but it has taken me so long and been so hard to actually start working through all of that. It's not been an easy thing to want to start letting all my past history and stuff out. Let it all go. I didn't want to confront it all again. But now I realise I really needed to do that to be able to move forward in my life. But yeah. Thank you so much for understanding. I hope you have a great day anyway. I'm going to go and try and get some rest. Hopefully I might be able to live stream a bit tomorrow night, in which case we'll be working on this huge chonker section here, because as you know I made the mistake and rather than peeling it back I went and grabbed the scissors and cut it off. So I'm going to have to work on sticking things down or something in between, because as you know, you're not going to complete that bigger section in a couple of hours. You eating cardboard again? Little rat bag, aren't you? But yeah, I decided I was tossing up which section I was going to go to next, whether it was going to be this upper section here, completing this section, or just parts of sections. Then I thought, oh, I might do this bottom bit just because of all the browns. I like to get the browns out of the way first. And I was thinking, oh, I can just peel it up and then I can just fold it back and I can keep working on it kind of thing and then put it down as I'm done. Silly me went and grabbed the scissors and cut it off instead. So, we're working with it in a different way now, and I'm just going to have to try and stick it back down as I'm done. Either that or use tape to hold it down once I'm done, because I need to keep it on there to keep the dog hair off, and apparently according to Diamond Art Club it won't reduce the stickiness, but I noticed the more you sort of have it uncovered, the more the glue dries anyway, so I'd rather not have it uncovered anyway till I'm done, because sometimes that can take a while, depending on health and all the rest. So yeah. We'll next be working on finishing this section, which will be the last of the water, a bit more of the bridge, and then starting to work on our tree and rocks and stuff on this side. And then I'm thinking for the rest of it, how I'm going to do, for the rest of this, like, I don't have it, the section here anymore, and I actually peeled that off without realising that maybe I still needed that. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do for these upper sections is not cut it off this time, but peel it back one section each time, and then so work on this row. And then fold it back as I need it, then work on this row. And then with this upper one, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll probably have to try and split it in two and finish one area and then finish the other area all in one go with those ones, I'm thinking. But we're definitely getting closer to finishing it all, I think. Probably about a bit under 30 centimetres along this width. 70 centimetres wide, so might be about 20 centimetres that way. So we've got about 70 by 20 centimetres roughly, with another probably about half here and maybe at least 35 centimetres up there. Hey, stop making more mess. Go right back on the chum. She's destroying cardboard. Little rat. I've got enough mess to clean up there anyway, that she's been trying to pull that out to destroy it for days now. But yeah, so getting closer anyway to finishing it. It'll be good once it's done. But yeah, and hopefully I don't stick any hands or arms onto this section when it's uncovered. But yeah, I'll talk to you later anyway. It was nice talking to you. I hope you all have a great day / evening. And yeah, I will talk to you later, I'm sure. Do you really have to, Missy? You really have to destroy stuff? Of course you do, you're a puppy. Okay, Lils. So yeah, I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a great day and evening. But that's just how I've been thinking about working on this one moving forwards. I was considering folding it half up, but then decided to just finish off this bottom section because there's a heap of browns in there that I want to get out of the way. Because I like to work on the favourite colours last. And yeah, then just making sure I don't go cut it off with the scissors. But I guess once you make the one mistake, hopefully you don't make it again. And then just work on from here on out, folding it up each area as I do it. So then fold it up this one. So we've probably got this section and 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 sections left. And it's complete, which will be good. But yeah, I'll talk to you later anyway. And I'm really happy with how it's coming together though, so I'm really proud of it. And that water actually does look quite realistic in my mind. I'm quite surprised at how realistic it looks. But yeah, and we're coming to the end of not so many. Oh no, there's still a few ABs up in these upper areas, but not too many ABs left either. So yeah, and yeah, have a good evening anyway. I'm going to stop blathering now, so I blather more when I'm tired, and I will see you later. Bye.